Did it like happen again? Did we have like a new Hollister riot in 2025? Damn. That Hollister thing, we got a club brother called Can't Get Right. And, you would think that, he could get it right. But Can't Get Right is a name that maybe we need to have on the Hollister Riot. They can't seem to get right. Anyway, in this morning's story, is it that they can't get right, or is it that maybe somebody was being too much of a prude? I don't know. In this morning's story, we're going to be looking at the Hollister. We've been covering the Hollister thing. Nobody wanted them to have it. Police chief didn't want them to have it. Nobody wanted them to have it. They're trying to bring the Hollister riot back because of the money. Which makes sense. They want the money. They want to get that change. They want that money. So, police chief's not happy. He made a report, and we're going to look at that report. That report is crazy. And then if we have time, we're going to talk about how to actually write somebody up and confer charges on them in a motorcycle club. How does that really work? Because some of y'all folks, bro, y'all ain't got it, man. So we're going to take a lesson from Motorcycle Club Protocol 101 and a lesson from the Sergeant at Arms Bible. I've written how to do these things. You would have thought my own club would have read this when they tried the dumb shit they tried with me. You would have thought that they would have read the books that I wrote for them. It's like being a preacher. You save the world and your own children go to hell. It's horrible, man. It's horrible. Anyway, we'll be back in a minute and 7 seconds after this brief introduction to talk to you guys about today's show. So I am Black Dragon. I just want to say thank you so much for being with me since 2016. Hollister riot again in 2025. Really? Police chief's report sounds the biker gang alarm. Wow. Action!
Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe to get updated Biker News with MC Protocol. A lot of phonies popped up when this YouTube Biker News craze came about, but the man on this channel is the first to do it and the only one that never sold out. His name's Black Dragon. Started the Navy and hit the sea, repping Uncle Sam. They traded that uniform for the best from the Mighty Black Sabbath. Not the band, I'm talking about the Mighty Black Sabbath. MC, we're paid his dues in the Arctic stripes. From prospect all the way up to national peace. All the copycat creators and the content stealers and haters, there have been many, but there's only one larger than life. Like Michael with the cowboy hat that knows kung fu and says kick Kenny. Black Dragon Biker News. He's on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker News. Get yourself educated by his books and you'll learn how to move. Black Dragon Biker News. He covers it all. So click on the screen, hit subscribe and get updated Biker News with MC Protocol.
Well, alrighty then. Alrighty then. It's your boy Black Dragon, Black Dragon Biker News Network, and let me please introduce my co-hosts. First of all, candidate for District 2 up there in Detroit, Michigan, running for police commissioner, the young business owner and debonair, Lavish Williams. What's up, Lavish?
What's happening? What's going on? What up, though?
And the only motorcycle club and news protocol entertainment channel in the entire world to have our very own Dr. Logic in the house.
Yo. What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone?
Man, I'm just so happy to be alive. Whew. Just so happy to be here with you guys. God bless you all. Hey, man, this Hollister Riot thing, did they like have another riot? According to the police chief, it's like they had a whole nother riot, bro. So, okay, so for those of you, okay, this is what Logic wrote for me this morning. And we have to give love to what Logic writes. Today on Black Dragon Biker TV, we're diving into a story that has the whole biker set asking one big question: is history repeating itself? Well, go ahead, preacher. Look at that. Hollister back in the spotlight. Hollister, California, the birthplace of biker rally lore, is once again making headlines in 2025. Reports of violence, confrontations, and chaos at this year's rally have many wondering, is Hollister still cursed by its infamous 1947 riot image? Are today's biker events safer, or are we sliding back into old patterns? What really happened this time? We'll sift through the facts, the rumors, and media spin to figure out what went down, why Hollister matters. And for those of you who don't know, Hollister holds a legendary place in biker history. The original 1947 rally sparked headlines of biker riots that fueled the outlaw image for decades. Now in 2025, every spark at Hollister is magnified by that history. This is just about one event. It's about biker reputation in mainstream media, police response, and how law enforcement prepares for biker rallies. The future of biker events in the era of tighter regulations and public scrutiny. Wow, Logic. Wow, holy wow. Wow.
Hey.
Wow, you wrote that, bro? Damn. Okay.
With a little help.
It's beautiful. All right.
Hey,
So
he's becoming a natural editor.
Go ahead, preacher. I can't wait to get one of your sermons, bro. That is together, man. We got nothing but professionals on this thing, bro. Yeah, we're up there. We're the top rated news channel in all the world. And before we get started, however, we probably need a message from our sponsors.
Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate. Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate. Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate some freaking
Obey. I love that. Thank you, Mike Ball, for that. Mike Ball sent me that. I begged him for it. Mike, I got to have that off your show. Hey, when a creator will send some of his cool stuff off his show to your show, man, all you can be is like, thank you. Police chief reports says various factors undermine safety operations at the Hollister biker rally. The lack of sworn officers and inexperienced security guards are among the challenges, says Carlos Reynos. Now, if you guys remember the history of this has been going on. They've been trying to get this. Okay, so the history of the whole biker rally, the whole outlaw 1%er thing is said to have originated there with the Hollister Riot in 1947. And then right after that was the Riverside Riot, which doesn't get as much coverage, but it was right after that. Those two riots, of course, you can read about them in my new book, Motorcycle Club Protocol 101. That's what started all of this. And so they've been trying to get this, mayor's been trying to get this back because of the not political, but the traditional history and ambience of this once great rally that really sparked the bad boy reputation of motorcycle clubs all around the world. So they have been giving her hell. And she has been trying, and she made it happen. Oh my God, look at that. It worked. Soundproof 1%er sent us some money. Hey, man. Did you see that? Thank you, man. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that. All right, so here we are. Officer Police Chief Ramos is the guy here on the right. This is the police chief. He walks downtown with two members of his office ahead of the Hollister Independence Rally. Yeah, did this used to happen on the 4th of July? Law enforcement, yes, it did. It did happen on the 4th of July. Law enforcement and security guards were unable to effectively enforce local and state regulations during the 2025 Hollister Independence Rally, according to a report from the Hollister Police Chief, Carlos Ramos. Ramos, am I saying his name right? Ramos. I think I'm saying his name right. Hey, somebody else just donated. Look at that right there, man. Miss Lotus. Oh, hell yeah, man. Look at that. It works, Mike. It works.
Yes, shit. Yes, shit.
Oh, man. I just love it. Thank you so much for that beautiful donation, Miss Lotus. And we got a new member, Mr. Gotti. Man, Mr. Gotti, thank you for joining. It's raining in here. They're making it rain in here, man. See? Mike Ball told me that would work. Okay, here we go. Ramos reports indicate that inadequate law enforcement security and communications led to a failure to control armed criminal gangs, illegal weapons possession, and the unlawful sale and distribution of alcohol in downtown Hollister during the two-day rally. In response to the challenges, the report for future motorcycle rallies that the city secure additional sworn officers and/or a reputable security guard company. Wow, they're not happy with the security guard company. Obtain a reliable communication system. What, the walkie-talkies weren't working, y'all? And provide additional education to business owners on alcohol laws. So it sounds like you got a real big prude here trying to knock the party down. Ramos' report was not included in the agenda or discussed by the Hollister City Council when staff presented the rally revenue report to the city officials on September the 2nd. Benito Link is this newspaper. They obtained this report on September 29th through a public records request. So even though he turned in this report, they did not discuss it at the city hall meeting. They tabled that shit because nobody wanted to hear that shit because they were too busy talking about the money that they made.
Yes, shit.
Yes.
Yes.
They were talking about the money they made. They didn't want to talk about this shit. But here we go. He said the combination of insufficient law enforcement staffing and experienced security, communication breakdowns, and widespread alcohol violations significantly undermines safety operations. But it doesn't sound like anything bad happened. But if you hear it from the report, it was horrible. According to the report, a large number of bikers and outlaw motorcycle gang members. Man, why do they do that to us?
I don't know.
Why do they do that to us? That hurts. Outlaw motorcycle gang members were carrying weapons, though the report does not provide any specifics. It's not illegal to carry weapons in America, y'all. This is our right. Come on, man. Weapons violations were widespread but largely unenforceable due to inadequate staffing, according to the report. The report states that during the rally, a large party was held without a permit near the Old Depot train station. So a bunch of folks got together and threw a party near the Old Depot. It's the Hollister Riot, for Christ's sake. Can we not get together and throw a party?
No, you can't. You can't. No, you can't.
Louise, this is sad, bro. So they threw a party without a permit. You know, of course, it's a cop. Of course, he would say that. They threw a party without a permit near the Old Depot train station that included members of the Norteño street gang. Wow. I guess that's a big street gang over there. And La Verdad motorcycle gang. Come on, can we just not say motorcycle club? La Verdad motorcycle club gang thing. And notes that the latter gang is affiliated with the Nostra family criminal group. Oh, wow. So you are now judged by your affiliations. Well, my grandma said that. So, yeah. You can't hang out
Did you
with those
see?
guys.
Did you see what somebody said?
What they
Said
say?
that they live there in Hollister, 1039.
Did they say they live there? What they say?
Yeah.
I'm getting there. Whoa, I got to
Let's see.
scroll way down, man.
Yeah, man, you got to keep up with the comments,
Mike
man.
Hall says he keeps up with every comment.
Go back up.
My Dragon, see what was? Oh, two more.
Two more, right there.
Monica, I live in Hollister, and the only bad behavior was from our own homegrown idiots. It was a peaceful rally. I knew it. My Dragon knew it, man.
And then Chris Leach called us all gang members.
Chris Leach should know.
He said, "You are all gang members."
According to the U.S. Department of Justice, the Nustra family, I hope I'm saying that right, Nustra, I hope I'm saying it. Forgive me for my Spanish not being good to my Spanish people. The Nustra family is a prison gang that was formed in the 1960s concerning alcohol. The report states several businesses operated outside the state's regulations by selling alcohol in unauthorized areas and for off-site consumption, and observing customers and overseeing customers who were intoxicated. So it's the rally. People can't walk around drunk. They want them to stay in the building. They can't walk outside with a cup in their hand. This is sorry. There is a serious need to have ABC, that's alcohol beverage control. I think that's what that means. Provide education to all the bar owners and managers in regard to the proper operations of bar or a restaurant that serves alcohol, the report states. This is the report, I think. Yeah, that's it. And, oh, wow, we get to see it. I didn't even know the report was there. Another issue was almost all bars exceeded their capacity inside their building and their outdoor seating areas. Hell yeah, they was trying to make that money.
But what do you do when you're in a small town and so many people come and you're at capacity?
You make that money. Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes,
You make what you need that. You need that. Yes.
Let me get just what I need.
Let me get just what I need. I need that money, bro. And they weren't turning people away. Hey, you want to come in? Come on in. You can only stand up in here. People are like, that's cool. I'll stand up. We're just here to party. The police chief is over there with his arms crossed, pissed off like a mofo. Look at these people filling this place up beyond capacity. Where is the damn chief of fire? Where's the fire department chief when I need him? My gosh. Another issue is almost all bars exceeded their capacity and their outdoor seating. The report indicated that bars allowed standing room only patronage, and customers did not have the ability to enter and walk around the interior of the bar. They were shoulder to shoulder having, man, that sounded like they were having an effing party, bro. At one point, the police department, look at this bullshit here. At one time, the police department had to stop one business from selling alcoholic beverages for 1 hour until they had room in their parklet to once again sell alcohol.
What's a parklet?
I don't know. I don't know. But it was some bullshit.
Parklet. I never heard of that.
No, straight bullshit. Parklet. I don't know what a parklet is.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, look it up.
A parklet is a small public space, usually built in place of one or more parking spots, that extends the sidewalk and provides an area for people to sit. So it's like a little seating area outside of it.
Little seating area outside. They wouldn't let them sell liquor for an hour. Do they even have the right to walk in there and do that shit, man? That is so ugly. Anyway, in his report, Reynoso, I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right. Reynoso. I don't want to just bastardize the man's name. It's not fair. Let's see. If we do this, they might let us see how it's pronounced. No. Okay. Well, I tried. Sometimes they'll pronounce it for you. The surname Reynoso is a Spanish origin. How do you pronounce it? How to say it? How to say Reynoso. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I don't want to do this to the man's name. Okay, here we go.
pronouncenames.com.
A commercial? Really?
Reynoso.
Reynoso. Okay, not Reynos, dumbass.
Reynoso.
Reynoso, dumbass.
You gotta roll the R, man.
Reynoso. Okay, so Reynoso said law enforcement experienced challenges with its radio frequency, making it difficult for security teams to communicate with each other. So the radios weren't working. That frequency has had increasing interference over the last few years, and it provided to be unreliable for the rally, Reynoso reported. There were several instances where radio traffic was not heard during the event. That sucks. The report states that officers use a cell phone application, but team members missed several important notifications. Like, let's go shut the parklet down. There are too many people at the parklet. Ridiculous. But they missed several of those notifications because the network was overwhelmed, leading to software not updating for an hour, up to an hour. The report reiterated previous reports on the city's failed efforts to get other law enforcement agencies to provide help with the event. The primary reasons, according to the report, are that the city no longer covers workers' compensation. Well, ain't nobody coming if you ain't paying, bro. Oh, shit! The primary reason was they're not paying workmen's compensation for officers from other agencies who are hurt while working the rally, and the agencies in the city has solicited have begun facing staffing shortages. They do not have the staff to spare during a busy holiday weekend when they have their own local events, according to the report. Another key issue for Reynoso was that the level of service provided by American Global Security, call their ass out right there, American Global Security, man. He noted that many of the guards said that it was their first assignment and many did not speak English.
So Hollister, is it Hollister, California? You got about 45,000 people. How many police do they have?
I don't know.
That's still a lot. That's a lot of people. That's not a really. I mean, it's a small city.
They didn't have enough. However many they had, they didn't have enough.
Is that where Hollister brand come from?
Huh?
You know, the clothing brand. Is that where it comes from?
I don't know.
Time to look it up.
Yeah, time. Time to look it up. The guards failed in every way. They didn't speak English. I'm surprised ICE didn't jump on them. Well, every way in their mission, they failed in their task of securing the area, enforcing the zero tolerance for drinking outside the designated drinking areas. Man, wasn't nobody trying to hear that shit, bro. We're out here having a good time. Why we can't walk around with our drink in our hand? Nothing happened. You can see nothing happened. Enforcing the no weapons ordinance. What are you doing? Frisking people down? Are we back at stop and frisk now? What's going on here? Assisting with traffic control. They didn't do that. And they didn't stop people from illegally parking their motorcycles in the roadway. Hey, listen, it's a rally. You just park your motorcycle and walk, bro. You park it where you park it, unless you take your dumb ass up there to the Black Hills Mountains, Sturgis. You take your ass up there and park in the wrong place, and they will ticket that ass and tow that motorcycle away with the quickness. So according to the report, let's see, for 2025 rally, the city struggled to find a security firm. The report notes it goes on to state that several reputable security firms were not interested in even working with an event. Oh, look at this. An event that allowed outlaw motorcycle gangs in attendance in such high numbers. They wouldn't even work an event with outlaw motorcycle gangs there. Good. The more fun for us. Oh, shit.
Well, isn't Hollister? I mean, isn't that what's the main people that go there? I mean, isn't that the majority of the motorcycle population that goes to Hollister rally?
Our events everywhere they are across the United States of America, they're trying to shut them down. And one of the things that they're saying is, well, you got outlaw biker gangs there. But you can't, this is America. We're supposed to have freedom of association. And if they're not breaking any laws, being an outlaw is not breaking the law until you do. And so this is not the Minority Report where they, like that movie where they go
Yeah,
get you before
they
you commit
precogs.
a crime.
Precogs.
According to the report, the city secured a company for up to 60 guards, but later said it would need 156 unarmed guards. Though the request was approved by the city, the company eventually backed out because it could not obtain the sufficient guards. Yeah, a lot of time these companies will, it's hard to hire security guards. A lot of time these companies come in and say, we can do this, but they can't. Ultimately, the city contracted with American Global Security for 100 guards for $270,000. That dude got paid, the owner of that place. At the time, the city declined to state how many guards the company would provide. The city council sanctioned the return of the rally, which had not been held since 2017, said it would provide an economic boost for local businesses and provide opportunities for economic development. While the city said it cost about $200,000 to hold the rally, then it had raised in revenue. The rally actually cost about $450,000 than it had raised. But that was the first one. It sounds like they had all kinds of fun. The bars were packed. And so to next year, they'll make the money. It sounds like they were doing good. City reports rally costs taxpayers $200,000. We actually did that story. City used Amazon donation savings to claim lower rally cost overrun. So they've been getting hit. Hollister merchants report mixed results from the biker rally. I remember that, but sounds like they were having fun. Security safety details scant as biker rally set to begin. So they really wouldn't go into all of that, which has come out in the police report before the rally. And then they had the 4th of July biker rally. It wasn't as big as they expected, but it was the first one. I promise you, and this is Black Dragon here, you guys keep holding that rally. It'll be one of the biggest, because it's the traditional rally. It's part of the world that this is part of our history. It will be supported. Just trust me on that one. Good job, Mayor.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Good job, Mayor.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
Mayor, I am proud of you. I think the mayor did good here. What's
Hey,
up,
I just I want to go back because I was outside the truck, but I was listening about security not wanting to do a motorcycle event. Whatever you had said along those lines. When I was at the Proc this past year in Atlanta, the security company told me that when they heard that it was a motorcycle club and a motorcycle thing, that they were kind of leery
Oh, for not for
for the
yours.
no for the Proc in Atlanta.
The
Oh, really?
proc. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Foxy does have to go through that, but what she has is a list of references. So when they drop that shit on her, she just says, "Oh, here's a list of the 45 other times I've done it."
Well, not only that, so because I got to be clear about it too. So when you hear motorcycles, we already get this whatever stigma. So then the guys, because we sat in the lobby and we just kicked it cool, guys. Man, they had me laughing because they said, and to mention Foxy, they said that lady Foxy, she don't mess around. We had one problem, and we went and got her. And she got that situation in order real quick.
I
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
that woman. She is
she got it
hardcore.
in order real quick. But so their thing was when they said it, it wasn't that they wouldn't do it. Their expectations was totally different than what their expectations was totally different. In their mind, they were thinking like, oh shucks, it's gonna be all these bikers, and they were thinking like all these bikers and a whole bunch of racism to come along with it. Not knowing that it was a group of black bikers. This was a black security company that was out there. They're not into the motorcycle world. So when they hear rallies and big bike events, their mind jumped to, uh, racism and, bikers causing trouble and havocs based off of things that they seen on television. Which, as us bikers, we know when we see stuff on TV, we know what it really is. But the public, they get this misconception and put everybody and everything motorcycle related into a category as bad guys. troublemakers.
I don't have a family member that doesn't say, "So how's your biker gang?" Lord have mercy. How's your gang? You know he's in a gang. Okay, I love you, family member. Hey, Boss Hog, I have a question. How does the government shutdown affect veterans? It's not supposed to.
That was
On
answered, but
the
yeah.
news
go ahead.
last night, huh?
Go
Say
ahead.
what? Did you answer that already?
Well, somebody else answered it in the comments. That's why I say you got to keep up with the comments.
It's not supposed to. It's not supposed to affect it. They say they're keeping the VA open and all that stuff. So we'll see. We will see. We will see. Well, I agree with you there. Norteño means Northern Mexican. They're big in California, Black Dragon. Ah, thank you.
Well, I was going to say something about. I saw somebody say here that that the rally, they haven't had rally in about 10 or so years.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was going to say, how are they? This rally been going on since 1947. How they not be prepared for something to grow? And I'm just not. We don't want to do that. I mean, but this been going on since 1947. So how do you not know there's going to get a lot of people and the people that come, the bikers that come? How are you not going to know that? You know, what's that? I did a comparison between that and Sturgis.
Mm-hmm.
They said on average, the Hollister gets 20 to 50,000, but Sturgis gets 500 to 700,000.
Yeah, yeah.
And the bikers. But the size of Sturgis isn't it smaller than Hollister? That's what I didn't do.
No, I don't know. I think
do that.
I think Sturgis is. You're in the Black Hills Mountain. I forget what it's called. The Black Hills Mountains up there. There's a lot of riding. I remember Glare said if he can't walk around the event with a red Solo cup, he don't want to go. Okay, here, Lisa, Boss Hog, regarding your VA question, clinics and payout benefits for veterans will be okay. Some hotlines, not critical ones, but others will have delays. So they were wondering if there was going to be problems with the suicide hotline. You know, we got 22 veterans a day committing suicide.
Mm-hmm.
So all 5 officers responded. It was 5 officers. They probably had 5 officers there.
No, look here. So Hollister, California, is 7.3 square miles. Population around 45,000. Sturgis, South Dakota, population is 7,000 around area and roughly 6.5 miles. So Sturgis is less population, less square miles, but gets hundreds of thousands of more
hold on.
Bikers that
you
come.
Got to take over. The dog, someone's out there.
Right. So lavish, like I was saying. Sturgis is a lot smaller than Hollister, but gets like hundreds of thousands more bikers that come there. And my thing is that if they can handle it out there in Sturgis, and I know they different states and cities, why can't you handle it out there in Hollister, man?
Because you just got some places that they're gonna find every reason because they just don't want it there. They just don't want it there. I mean, that's the only thing that I can think of when you look at size, population, and then the resources. Let's go from a different angle. What might be their resources? I mean, Sturgis is this event. I know when you have larger events, I know that the different municipalities, call for different cities to come out and help. You have different law enforcement agencies, different people that's coming to Hollister have those type of resources. That might be a reason why. But if you really want something to happen, man, they're gonna find a way. They know every year, they know the dates, so they know the plan, accordingly for it. So only thing I can think of, they just don't want it there, man. They just don't want the people there, man. No different than kind of, equating it to, Myrtle Beach.
Right.
One side don't have a problem being there. You go over to the Atlantic, the Atlantic Beach side is not a problem. You go on the north side, it's a problem. The week before, everything is, loose. The week after, everything is, barricaded up.
Right. One ways.
Yeah. So I think the city just, that's just, they just don't want it, man. So they're not going to cooperate to make things easy and possible. They're going to put tape out there so you can, and put roadblocks out there so you can, you have to find a way to navigate through them all.
And I
Mi-
can
Mr.
see, because
Jones
we
has,
don't make it easy when we do act up as bikers. We don't make it easy for them to accept us when we get out there and show our behinds.
I wonder do
Mr.
bikers sit back and think afterwards, like when they go out there and they, when they using their muscle and their toughness and their badness and they screw up the event that they go to year after year, and then when it's like, okay, well, we canceling it out. I wonder do they sit back and say, well, dang, what we gonna do this year? Well, we
Right.
screwed up here, so we don't have nothing to do but, sit here. Normally we go out of town here. I wonder if they actually sit back and think about that kind of stuff like, dang, maybe we
Right.
shouldn't have did that because now we don't have nothing to do.
I don't think they think about that at all. I think if they thought
Yeah,
about
me
that,
either.
they wouldn't do that shit. I think if they thought about that, they wouldn't do it.
Right. Yeah, that was my question. I know you heard a little bit of it on Black Dragon, but yeah. So
Mr. One of our folks says, Mr. Jones says, you got to realize that Hollister is like Mayberry. You got people from Monterey, Salinas, Santa Cruz, San Jose all showing up, and they all beef. So maybe the sheriff's, the police chief's concerns weren't that out of the question.
but yeah, and that goes back to what what Lavish said. We gonna go up here, we gonna see somebody we beefing with, get into it with them, then the city cracks down, really don't want us there no more, and then we sitting at home like, oh man, my trip is canceled because we went up there and acted a fool last time.
No, can't imagine why the city
It's
doesn't want
California logic. They just don't want them there. Okay, all right, I got you, Kelly.
Black Dragon needs to open the door and let the dogs go to work. No, not on the.
Y'all just don't know that Black Dragon already went to court about that. His dog is going to work.
And I'm still paying that off, by the way. I got to make a payment today. Sturgis.
And our Monica said in our past rallies, the people that caused the problems were the locals, not the visitors. That happens in doesn't that happen over there at Myrtle Beach too?
The locals, not the visitors. South Dakota is a big motorcycle state, and the Sturgis community lives on the income from that rally all year long. The PD isn't too concerned about the MC attending the rally, but their main worry is the rivalry that might ignite and cause trouble, says Moto Gatto. Moto Gatto should know. He's in the LEMC, so he knows. In our past rallies, the people that caused the... Oh, yes. Okay, I'm caught up now. I'm actually caught up. Wow. Hey, listen, folks.
Well, wait a minute. I think it's I wanted to read what is I think Biker News Canada, or somebody said that they want your money but they don't want the mess.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Yeah,
I forgot who said that. Oh, there. Hi, my name is. They don't want the mess. They just want the money.
Yeah, we can't have the dogs going after the mailman. They were trying to get him too. I don't know, why do dogs hate all mail people and meter readers and stuff? They hate all those people.
Yeah, it's like they don't like the uniform or something. I don't know. Maybe
I
it's
don't
the
know what
colors.
it is. Brutus is down the street and after your boy. And I'm like, Brutus, and he knew it. The man was already running to the damn truck. Hey, people don't understand. When they see my service dog, they don't understand that at home he's a real dog. He ain't even about that service shit. That's only when he's got that vest on. Other than that, he's nothing but trouble. Hey guys, that's our news for today. I wanted to talk about, but we're getting on 11, so we're on Mike Ball's time. We're gonna get off. But I definitely want to talk to you guys about how to put charges on people, since the charges that were put on me and so many other people that I talk about or that call me, they get these funky ass charges. And we're going to teach from our books, and we'll probably do that tomorrow. We're going to teach you how to actually put charges on people. And because I promised it, I'm just going to say quickly that charging a brother for a crime in the club or some sort of infraction or whatever should be the last step. It should be the last step in anything that you do. I see a lot of these clubs, all these guys want to do is charge each other. Like, that's your brother, man. Find a way to fix the problem without all the politics and all the bullshit. You guys like destroy each other. You eat each other up. You can't seem to operate without the drama. But if you're going to charge someone with a crime, it needs to be something that's against the bylaws. You need to actually write it up. You need to have an investigation from a disinterested party, like the sergeant at arms, to investigate and see if the action actually occurred that was against the bylaws. Once the sergeant at arms recommends that, yeah, this needs to go to a full committee, then that person is, hey, folks, presented with charges. You need to write that shit up and hand it to somebody and present them with charges. A person deserves that. A full patch brother in good standing, full patch sister in good standing that has paid their dues and done the things that they want to do, they deserve proper protocol and treatment. So you present that person with formal written charges, and then, hey, here's one. You allow them to face their accusers. This is basic jurisprudence, or the way the legal system should work in any damned organization, from your job to a court system to, if you're going to have a motorcycle club and you're going to have a society, there should be a reasonable way that a person accused of charges can protect themselves. I've seen this happen in club after club. It's even happened to me. They don't want you to be able to hear your charges or face your charges or face your chargers, because a lot of times they're full of shit and they don't have the goods to bring. And if you're somebody and you are in a club and you see that happen to someone and you don't say anything and you don't do anything about it, then when it happens to you, there'll be nobody to say or do anything about it happening to you. And if it can happen to somebody else in the club, it can damn sure happen to you. Always remember that. Always remember to treat everyone like you want to be treated. So a person gets to face their accusers and hear their charges, and they get to respond to them. You get to respond. You get to respond to those charges and put up your defense. These are some basic normal shit, man. And so when you get to face your defense and everything, you get to be judged by a body of your peers. Your peers is not just your president or just the sergeant at arms. It's not just one motherfucker who gets to just decide arbitrarily that you're out of the club and all that kind of stuff. It is a democracy, most motorcycle clubs, and they should be. So it should be a odd number of people that are of your peers that are not involved. You can't be involved in the process. One day, the national president of the Black Sabbath got in between two brothers that were fighting. He accidentally got hit. So he takes one of the brothers' colors. But bro, you can't do that. You're a part of what happened. So you can't be a part of what happened and be the judge and the jury and the executioner too. It's bullshit. And that's just more of how Ride or Die gets down with that kind of bullshit. But he's not the only one. I see it from national presidents and stuff. You're not a god. Stop that. Be fair. It's just so hard for people to be fair. But if you're in a motorcycle club, you're an alpha. Motorcycle club members are alphas. When a bunch of alphas,
I see a lot of weaklings in these motherfuckers, man.
I know.
You seen what?
I see a lot of weaklings. I ain't gonna say alphas. I see a lot of kitty cats up in there.
In the outlaw clubs? Or,
In
know what you
motor-
saying?
In the clubs, period. All
Oh, in
of
the
them.
club period. Yeah, okay.
In the clubs, period. So
Yeah.
when they say that the motorcycle clubs is alphas, I done seen some non-alphas in there.
Let me change that. In a motorcycle club, you're supposed to be an alpha.
No, are you?
Yeah, motorcycle clubs are supposed to be made of alpha men, but sometimes when a whole bunch of alpha men get together, the stronger alpha men seem to make the weaker alpha men betas. And you can't be a beta. You got to stand up for what's right, man. It's
Well,
one of the hardest
I
things to
disagree.
do is to
I
stand
disagree.
up for what's right. Yeah, but I'm talking. It's my segment right now.
Okay,
You
I'm
can go
sorry.
back with your disagree segment right after my agree segment.
Okay. I'm sorry. I messed up.
I'm sorry, Jim. No, you can hit me back, but I think the Reverend disagrees with me. I think that this is that you're an alpha. You should be, and you should be alpha enough to say, "Hey, you're doing that guy wrong, and I'm not going to stand by and let it happen." And sometimes you get tired. You get tired. It's the same guy. Everybody's attacking him over and over again, and you just be like, "Man, that guy's always in trouble." I'm so tired. But you can't be. You got to be like, he was in trouble 4 or 5 different times, but this time he's right. And this is the time we're talking about. So a person gets to face their accusers. They get to see their charges. They get to have a trial. They get to present their evidence, and they get to question the evidence that was presented against them. This is standard. This is basic jurisprudence in any kind of system. And then they should have a unanimous vote. If you're going to find somebody guilty, it should be unanimous, just like our court system. And if it ain't unanimous, they ain't guilty. And it should be like that. And then finally, there should be an appeal process. And the appeal process is designed to look over the way that everything was handled and make sure it was handled properly, examine new evidence that may be presented, and examine to make sure that there was no bias and stuff like that. These are the
Man, that's a lot of courthouse type of stuff in a motorcycle club.
No, let me go. Let me talk
Yeah, go.
Man, God, dog.
All right. God.
I'm just saying, man. You didn't
Because
wait
let me
till
tell you why I
appeal
disagree.
and this
Let me tell you why I disagree with everybody in the club organization has to be an alpha. Alpha people are assertive. They are powerful. They are demanding. They are the leaders. Somebody has to follow. You will have more, to me, you'll have more conflict in a motorcycle club if every male in there is an alpha, not taking away the masculinity from these brothers, not taking away that they can be a leader, but everybody in the, what's that old saying? You got too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Remember that old saying they used to say?
Yes.
Because everybody can't be an alpha. Everybody can't be the leader that everybody else follow. I'm not going to follow nobody if I'm the alpha.
Motorcycle clubs have a lot of that going on.
But I'm just saying, in contrary to what you said, that everybody in the motorcycle club should be alpha in the male dominant club. I don't agree with that, because I believe it will become, you will have more conflict. Man, I don't think, I don't think, no, he don't know what he's doing. And then everybody's at each other's throats because nobody want to follow nobody. Everybody wants to be the leader. And then split club. I don't like what's going on over here. I'm gonna go over here and start my own club so I can be the alpha male. I can be the leader.
Okay.
That's my 2 cents.
Okay.
No, I can't say 2 cents because that's your thing.
That's
my logical thinking.
We can all have 2 senses.
That's my logical thinking.
So I just wanted to get that by quickly to you guys. And
Goldie said, "Don't make me call in."
No, man, I want him to call in, man. I need to hear what he got to say, man. I need him to call in.
People be out there listening, man. You don't even know that they're listening. Like, I don't see Goldie. He ain't here. Yeah, I'm watching y'all's ass.
Right.
Too much pride and people get their feelings challenged. Takes bigger man to walk away than confront a problem. So I believe that, man, so many of you guys run this thing like a kangaroo court, and with all this bullshit, I come from a military background, and everybody gets their fair day in court. It's so easy to shank somebody out, but then you look around. You teach people how to treat you. You teach people by the way you treat people, because the people behind you are watching. And you can tell that Chris Leach is from that 81 system. He said, just take your black eye and go on. Just get your black eye and move on. Uh-oh, something just happened. The preacher got up fast, man. He slammed them headphones down. Wow. Okay, that's it for today. What happened, preacher? You mad at the dog? You mad at the dog, preacher?
Yeah, he was chewing on something. And I'm in my office, so there's nothing in here he should be chewing on. And so I had to go in his mouth and get out whatever he was chewing on.
Yeah, they are something, these animals. All right, that's it. What you got for us before you get out of here, Logic? Lavish first. Lavish.
Man, I ain't got too much of nothing, man. I'm here. Can you hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah, we hear you, Doc.
I'm here. Can you hear me? Okay, cool, man. I'm just making sure, man. I'm here, man. I'm working, so I ain't got too much to say. Besides, I'm working. I'm not supposed to have this hand device in my hand in my commercial truck.
And put it
That's
down,
it.
Doc. And put it down.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah,
he's in the.
They got it in my face. I mean, I want it right here. And, all you'll see is my leg. So when I got the target shots, I move it up.
He's in the 18-wheeler truck today. He's in the big KW. You got the right license and stuff. You got your CC. What do they call that? You got your commercial driver's license.
No,
and
I ain't
stuff,
coming after you, Chris.
Come on, man. Of course I got all the right stuff, man. I ain't coming at me like I'm just a rookie, like I just did this yesterday, like I just started this yesterday, man. Like, what in the world is wrong with you, man? I'm 20 years in the game.
He a veteran, bro. He a veteran.
That be the most messed up.
Actually 20 plus.
Okay, I was just checking.
Hey, back when they was laughing at me for driving the tow truck.
Well, man, it's good to see you. All right, hey, take care. We're gonna let you get out of here. Much love and respect to you, young man. Take care.
All right.
Hey, preacher.
Yes, sir.
You ready?
I'm ready, bro.
Outro music.
Okay.
Lavish don't want my outro music. Here you go. Action.
What's up, everyone? This your boy Logic over here. Keep it logical. Listen, I had a great time today. Listen, tomorrow I'm back on the road. So I already told Black Dragon I probably won't be on tomorrow, but I'll be having y'all on my mind when you get out there and ride. Remember these words: ride hard, ride safe. I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. And always ride on faith and keep it logical. Peace.
Man, I forgot you're not gonna be here tomorrow. No, hold up, man. No. Stop the music. We need you. Come on, man. I need you on the show.
I have a look. I'm the alpha tomorrow. I have to deal with my team tomorrow. We know we're not riding far. We just
alphas, man. Y'all can't pull over for the show 20, 30 minutes. I mean, damn.
No, I got a team leaving Dallas and I got a team coming in from Tennessee. I got to make sure we meet up at the right time and then to make it all up into Arkansas. So, hey, that's what you do, man.
We won't have labs.
You remember that national president? You remember how you had to handle your team on the road?
I delegated. You got to be able to delegate.
Well, I can't delegate to these. I'm riding with women. My VP and SA is not gonna be able to come this. So I'm only.
I'll miss you, but you will be here Friday, though, right?
I'm gonna try.
Please try.
I'm gonna try.
All right. Your presence will be missed, Pastor. I love
Blessings
you.
on y'all.
Take care. And it's your boy Black Dragon, man. We won't have the preacher tomorrow. Yeah, so depressed. Anyway, hey, thank you guys for tuning in since 2016. I really appreciate you. Try to find a way to treat the people in your motorcycle club individually like solid pieces of precious gold. That's the whole thing. Treating everyone well. And that's why you want to do that right. If you got to charge somebody, do it right, man. Do it right so it doesn't come back to bite you in the ass. And stop with this out bad shit. There's no such thing. Stop this out bad stuff. That's not what it was ever meant for. How you guys are using it. Stop it, man. Grow up. treat each other individually like precious pieces of solid gold. You know what I mean? Capiche? All right. Check me out live on TikTok and make sure to get into our Discord server. We're bringing our Discord server back up big time, man. And we're going to be checking you guys out and hanging out with you guys on the Discord server. And a final word from our sponsor.
Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate.
Obey!
Maybe
Obey!
you need to donate some freaking money. Maybe you need to
Obey!
donate some freaking money. Donate. Maybe you need to donate some freaking money. Donate some freaking money.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And hey, 314 pounds. 314 pounds. 314. That means we'll be 300 pounds in a week or two. 300 pounds, bro. Look, I couldn't wear this shirt. Look at this shirt. I couldn't wear it. Hey, the man boobs are going, bro. And we're going to be able to see something we haven't seen in a while. We're going to be able to see our Johnson again. Yes. Yes. I can't wait to say hello to him. Hey, man, you still there? Hey. I know a lot of information, probably too much information, but hey, I'm just saying. Peace! Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book. If you are seeking clarity about issues stemming from problems or crises occurring within your motorcycle club, then set up a consultation with Black Dragon. Black Dragon has over 30 years of experience in the motorcycle club world, having served as a national president of the 50-year-old Black Sabbath MC Nation for nearly 10 years. Black Dragon is a veteran negotiator, skilled in crisis management, conflict resolution, inter-club issues, press conferences, and club reputation management. You can set up an appointment to speak with him by phone at clarity.fm/black-dragon. Get the clarity you deserve to help make your MC the best place it can possibly be.
It's definitely a big issue for you too. But I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute. What's up, Mama Roll? I'm going to talk about the 99s for a minute and what our responsibilities are and what we need to think about. Because if you don't really know what's going on the set, you can find yourself in kind of a precarious predicament if you make the wrong kind of moves or do the wrong kind of things when this kind of stuff goes on. So, when officers get into a war with one another, what should 99%ers do? Here's 10 things you should know. Thing number 1. Stay in your lane. Find a corner and put your motorcycle club in it. If you're a president, you want to find a corner and put your
heard that, didn't you? On other levels, tried to tell you suckers, the Black Dragon is the man. The Black Dragon is the man, a real OG, bona fide, certified, a true MC. The biker boys